Did you want to talk about the fact that Howard Stern did apologize?
Yeah, he did. He came out today and said he was wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good because he didn't just say I was wrong. He actually said nothing new here. We all know I was the craziest MF on the radio. So crazy, I might have actually been insane. So yeah, he did apologize, and yeah, you said he wasn't going to acknowledge it at all, and if he did, he was definitely not going to apologize, but he did both.
Yeah, I thought he would apologize if he did bring it up, because that's the only way to get out of it. But I liked how he did it, where he said, I was insane. Back then, I would do anything to get ratings. I was crazy. And, you know, back when I was doing mornings on a rock station, God only knows what I said back in the day. You
didn't say anything like that.
I didn't say anything like that, but some of the things that I did or said weren't great, because you're on a rock station and you're trying to get ratings.
Yeah, but your stuff was more misogyny. Like, you probably said terrible things about women.
Oh, yeah. You know, when you have 4 hours to fill every single day, you're going to say stupid stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but again, you and I did our syndicated show for how many years, and we talked for 4 hours straight, and we never said anything like that.
No, we didn't say anything bad, but I bet there are some things that we want to erase.
No, only because it's not good radio, not because it's anything offensive. We were never offensive.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing you and I ever said, and I remember this because it's the only time anybody ever complained, the worst thing you and I said was, I made fun of you for going to the movies by yourself because I said you have no friends and nobody wants to be with you, so that's the only option if you want to go to a movie is to go by yourself. And I called you a loser for going to the movies by yourself because I was trying to make fun of you. And then a woman called and said that she used to go to the movies with her husband every Friday night, and then her husband died, and now she goes by herself as kind of like an homage. And how dare I call somebody a loser for going to the movies by themselves, since she does it, you know, in lieu of her dead husband. But I was like, no, I'm not. I'm making fun of Anthony. Like, lots of people go to the movies by themselves. I have no problem with that. He's just a loser. Like, anything he does, even normal stuff he does, he's a loser.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said penis one time, and I remember we got called out for that. And I said, she's a doctor.
Right.
And she was talking about penis. I don't remember the context that it was in, but you were talking about it and you said the word. And I remember we got in trouble for that. And then on Long Island, I got in trouble for saying Africa, which I never said. I never said anything about Africa. But a lady heard it and she thought she heard it. And I never said it. I don't think I've ever said Africa ever on the air except for now.
Right, because we went back and listened to the whole thing, and like you never said it. Like there was not even a conversation, anything about that. I think that day we were talking about, you know, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's marriage, and then I think we went from there to like what Britney Spears is up to. There was no scenario that we would have ever been talking about anything smart, let alone Africa.
Right, and so people hear stuff on the air that's not even you. It could be the competing radio station. They hear that and they blame you for it. So how many things get messed up in people's heads? I
mean, we did have a lot of people that were like, when I was at PLJ, I remember Scott Shannon even pulled me aside and said, Cooper, nobody wants to hear about Kim Kardashian. And then like
they want to hear about the lottery.
Exactly. And the weather. And then like a month later, she blew up. She became, you know, she was on her way to becoming super duper famous, because this was years ago that I was there. And now, and literally, that's all anybody ever wanted to hear about was Kim Kardashian. She's on the cover of everything. Mm-hmm. So he didn't want to hear about it. But, you know, there were people that were like, oh, I can't hear about Kim Kardashian anymore. And then I see them in person. They're like, so did Kim Kardashian really X, Y, and Z? You know, they want to know. So don't pretend like you don't want to know about Kim Kardashian. Everybody wants to know about Kim Kardashian.
I could care less. Unless she invents a lightsaber, I could care less. The only thing that I care about Kim Kardashian about right now is that Kanye West is coming out with his own cosmetics.
I know that's a little competitive. I mean,
in the same house. That's like,
I know.
That's like Joe getting a radio show.
Right. That's exactly, or me starting to be like a dog expert and a dog behavioral specialist.